Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? I just really want to talk about Trina Braxton. Listen, I've been wanting to talk about this for a hot second. I just did not have time, y'all. I was so busy, but I got a little bit of time, so I'm like, you know what? I'm finna talk about it now and get into it, okay? I'm gonna play the clip towards the end, but I'm gonna give you guys my commentary on how I feel about it, okay? This is a response to, Trina and her husband now, Vaughn, was having a conversation about Traci. And on the show, Trina said that how she felt as though she was being punished for grieving her sister now, no, grieving her ex-husband. But now that she's grieving her sister, he's still treating her like some type of way because he could not differentiate the difference between her ex-husband and her sister, as of now. So that's just crazy, right? And all I got to say about that, in my opinion, is that, when it comes down to your husband's supposed to be your support system. He's supposed to rock with you till the wheels fall off. He's supposed to have your back. He's supposed to be your person. And you should be able to let your guard down with him. The fact that he's feeling some type of way about Gabe and Gabe is passed on, to me, is just absolutely crazy. But that's not even the part that was like, to me, right? Because that's crazy enough. But the way in which this man was talking to her, like she was a little kid and talking down to her, and just how he was with her was just very not pleasing to me. And this is not my marriage. It's not my situation. So I'm just, giving my little 1, 2, 3. It may not matter at all, but I'm just, giving y'all my opinion on it. I felt like it was very distasteful. I did not like how he was handling her. I felt like, this your wife. You supposed to be handling her a little bit more delicately. You supposed to be treating her like, especially around this time, she's mourning, she's hurting, obviously. Don't make her feel, like almost hit because somebody done passed on. Don't make her feel like something's up with her. And when I was like just thinking about this, I started thinking like, and this is the reason why you don't tell your man nothing. A lot of the times as women's dating these men, as women, period, we try to tell our man about our past relationships and different things, or what's going on with our ex or our baby daddies. He did this and he did that and all of that, and that gets used against you quick as hell. Now, she done been talking to him about her ex-husband and how he was treating her and how she felt about him. Now he dead. You can't grieve him because y'all wasn't getting along, or he was treating you so bad when he was alive. That's what I'm getting from it. Because he's like, well, for somebody that, you and them didn't get along, why is you grieving him? Why do you feel some type of way? I like to give both people, fault, okay? Because she shouldn't have even said nothing about her and Gabe's relationship. He wasn't there. It wasn't for him. And I understand sometimes you be wanting to vent, but you got sisters. You better call your girlfriends up. You got to vent to somebody else, because a lot of the times it should never, ever be that way. But men will use your current situation against you. Make you feel like, oh, now you don't deserve to grieve. Now you don't deserve to feel bad if something happened because this person hurt you at a time, or something happened between y'all and you were so upset. And the thing is, I'm always like, I could, because Gabe was damn near like her baby daddy, except he was not the children's biological father, but he did raise them kids like it was his own. So what I say about this person is what I say. You can't say nothing about this person because you don't have that relationship. You don't have that time. You don't know what's going on. So just be a friend or a man, or be my person and just hear and listen to me vent and get it out off my shoulders. I don't want you to have a comment. I don't want you to engage in the back and forth with me and this person. If this person is not putting hands on me and this person is not like physically, being abusive to me, don't step into it. You know what I'm saying? Let us go back and forth and do what we do. And like, even disrespect, if this person ain't in your face, disrespecting all of that, if it's a whole nother situation to which we're arguing and we're having a disagreement, this is the person that helped me raise my kids, stay out of it. It's like family relationships. Me and my sister, brothers could get into it, cuss each other out, whatever, stay out of it. Don't get involved. Don't be trying to save me or think you could step in situations, because then it changes the energy and people mad at you because you wasn't there from the beginning and you don't have the background. I think that he feels like she don't deserve to grieve, which is very weird, because she and the man wasn't getting along the little time that he was alive. And I just don't think that excuse it. Like, she could still grieve him. You don't know their situation, but she made it cool because she was over here discussing Gabe with that man. So now your husband don't feel like you need to grieve. And I feel like a part of it is jealousy. You hating off of this man. You jealous off of this man. Maybe you jealous of the connection because he made a statement like, what am I doing here if you're grieving your ex-husband? And then to compare it to her sister passing is absolutely senile. Like, it's crazy. I think that's the word. It's crazy because those are two different type of loss. And maybe somebody has like a way in which they grieve that's similar. Like, if something hurt me all the time, I'm screaming, calling for my mama, rolling on the floor about every ounce of pain. That's just what comforts me. Going to like my mom, going to family, it's what comfort me. But that don't mean that, like, what I'm saying, you don't get to compare my pain levels. That's not for you to do it. Why would you even think to do that as my man, as my supporter, as my person, as my life partner? Why are you sitting over here comparing and, oh, this is better than this is worse than this? Like, it's just super sloppy and super messy in my opinion. And I think that he dead ass wrong for that. But Trina gave that man that. You shouldn't even gave him that leeway. Sometimes you got to set boundaries, things that people can and cannot talk about. Don't talk about my family. Don't talk about prior relationships that you don't know nothing about, especially a situation to where somebody was helping me raise my kids. You have to have boundaries. She didn't have no boundaries, and it shows, because this man behaving the way he behaving is crazy. But one thing for sure, them Braxton sisters, they love them a good gaslighting ass man. They love them a good man that gaslights. They love them a gaslighting man. They seek these gaslighter men, and then when they start gaslighting, then they want to play victim. No, he's gaslighting me. Y'all all like gaslighting men. They seek the ones that gaslight and fall in relationships with them, fall in love with them, and then get their little feelings hurt because these men show them that they're gaslighters, and they be like, oh, you was gaslighting me. Them Braxtons love a good gaslighter. So I don't know, y'all, but that's all I gotta say about Trina and Von's situation and the Gabe and how he's talking about her sister Traci. She deserves to grieve Traci and everything about it. She deserves to have her grievances. Ain't like, let her have that. I don't like how he was acting with the whole situation, but that's all I gotta say about that. Like, y'all let me know what y'all think. Am I wrong for saying what I'm saying? Y'all think that he's justified in feeling the feelings that he feel? Like, he's justified in not being cool with her grieving? Like, let me know, y'all, because I could be tripping. I could be wrong. Hell, I could be wrong. Let me know. Love y'all. Bye.
Yeah, okay, first off, what you said was really jumbled. But what was said on the episode is that she felt like she was punished for grieving. And that was absolutely true. Yeah, I was angry because, and since we're having this conversation, and here's the thing, this wasn't my idea. She asked me if we would talk about this tonight. I did. And anybody that knows me knows that I don't bite my tongue because I don't really care what people think of me. So I'm just going to say it. If you want my honest opinion, yes, I don't see a lot of difference between the way you grieved for Traci and Gabe. It looked the same to me. There was a little more heat behind Traci, of course, because it's your sister. But it didn't, to me, and I have nothing to measure it against when Gabe died, so I didn't know anything, but I knew I didn't like it. Because to me, the grief seemed too strong for someone you'd had all those problems with. That's my opinion, because that's the way I look at the world. Now we had a number of conversations about it. We had a number of arguments about it. But it wasn't until Traci passed and I had time to reflect, probably sitting, on a mountain somewhere by myself, and I'm like, you know what? Those two grievings didn't look all that different to me. And that made me angry. So to me, the grief looked like you still had real strong feelings for the dude. And which made me think, well, what am I doing here? And this is in the moment. We're talking in 2018. We were a year in when this happened. We were a little over a year in when it happened, but it just, I didn't like any parts of it. Now, you can't tell anybody how to grieve. Nope, I wasn't. I was just I wasn't trying to tell her, you need to grieve this way. I was just saying, from my perspective, it just looked to be a bit much. And I felt that way then, and I feel that way now. But you have to do things the way you see.
But I still felt like when you knew that when bio dad was absent and he didn't have any children of his own and he was the one who raised and cared for.
Are you saying this for them?
I'm saying this for you.
You're not saying, but you can't say it for me because here's the thing. I had no problem with that guy. There was no jealousy. There was nothing because the moment you told me that he was sick, what did I do? The moment
you found out that he was sick, you were like, I have these remedies. I need you to, yes, these doctors I can help him with. Yes, absolutely.
And got you on the phone with him and got him on the phone with him.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely
tell the whole story.
But I am. But you didn't give me. I was.
But you weren't.
But you took the time out to say what you needed to say. So it was
enough. Because your first thing should have been the moment that Vaughn found out, he went into help mode because I helped anybody. So there was no jealousy or anything. I never had any.
I didn't say that.
No, I didn't say that. No, you did. That did come up in an argument one time. There was no jealousy. There was nothing. I had no ill feelings towards the dude. That came in my witnessing or watching the grieving process. That's when it became a problem. So. You just gonna sit there?
Wait, what do you mean?
TV show host, and you're just letting dead space. You're not saying anything.
No, it's not that I'm saying dead space. I'm allowing you to say how you feel because when I did say something, it was.
But because you were wrong.
And I can't speak for you. I can't speak for you. But there are a lot of people who are going through this type of situation, and they're going through it.
Who's going through the situation?
Somebody, because we are not exempt. We go through the same stuff that everybody else goes through. But
this is but here's the thing. It was a unique situation because it wasn't a one-off. It wasn't a one-off. I've never met anybody who was best friends with their ex. That was a new circumstance. I didn't even know that paradigm existed in the world. I had to deal with my ex because we had 3 children together and I had to talk to her almost every day. And as the kids got older, that weaned off, And so it wasn't just that you were mourning him. It was the fact that you had an ongoing relationship with him that I couldn't process because I've never seen it. Now, just because I don't understand it doesn't mean that it doesn't have a right to exist. So I'm smart enough to know that different people do things differently. I'm just saying in my lifetime, I've never seen 2 people who were married, had a terrible divorce, and then became best friends. That was some new shit to me. That's all I said. And to this date, I still haven't seen it again.
Well, we made better friends.
You said that.
He literally raised.
He did. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he literally raised the children. And
he went to bat for those kids when nobody else would. He taught them how to be men when there was nobody else to do it. He was a good, solid human. My problem wasn't with that dude. It wasn't with him at all. Oh, you know what we're missing? We don't have the